Okay, now let's go to the next portion of your statistics laboratory, which is the first one is how to make a bar graph, and the second one is how to make a pie chart. So we're going to steal the Excel data that we use. So we will use a different set for bar graph, and we're going to use a different set for a pie chart. So should have taken this in your laboratory. So what is a bar graph and what is a pie chart? Okay, so there are some instruction here also in your statistics, but I will show you how to create one. You're going to use a pivot table. So for the first example, let's use the exchange for our bar graph. Okay, or for a bar graph. So first, you select this data set. So make sure that there are 25 of them has been selected. Then here, click on insert, and then the pivot table. Okay, then you just simply enter this one to your existing worksheet. Then for the location, you simply select somewhere here so that your pivot table will simply go there. Okay, and you're now showing your pivot table. So let's click on exchange, and then you can simply drag this one to your values, and you can also drag it as a row. The row meaning it's now a data. And for the exchange, then it's a count of exchange, meaning you're going to count the values under exchange. Okay. And this is now your table. Okay, so it's similar to your frequency distribution. So AMX have 5, your NYSE has 3, and then MTC has 17 for a total of 25. Okay, and now we can create the bar graph for this one. Simply select this one, then insert and a bar graph, or you can go to recommended charts. So this is now your simply select, then that's an okay. So this is now your bar graph. I can resize that one. Okay. If you want to other things, so this is the next. This is your bar graph for standard exchange. So we have 5 for Amex, and I know you have 3 for NYSE, then you have 17 for your OTC or over the counter. That is now the bar graph. And for example, 2, you can have this one, the OS. Okay, so same. You can also use your pivot table and existing worksheet, and just select somewhere here. Simply click OK. Then simply click the OS. You also drag that one sa values. Okay, so we now have Android, iOS, and Windows for your OS. And the count of OS is for 1 and 5. By the way, you can also rewrite this one class. You can have this one as actually OS. You need that one later. The next is simply select this data. Then again, you insert. Then if you want a pie chart, then simply pick up pie chart. Here's the good part. It's now your pie chart. If you want a different format, design for the pie chart, then you can have this one. Okay, so 50%, 40%, 10%. This is now for the pie chart. Should correspond to your data set. Okay. If you want to use that one, you can have that one. Have this one that 50% of our OS operating systems for phones are for Windows, and the rest are Android, and then 10% is for iOS, or at least for the new phones. If you want manufacturer, then you can also click this one, and again insert pivot table and existing worksheet. Then you just select your location, see here, then you simply OK. And again, you drag your manufacturer, here is the values, and that's a count. But since you are using bar graph and pie graph, and that's for a count. And you can have this one as CPU manufacturer. After that one, you simply select. If you want a bar graph, you simply click bar graph. So, just yung pahigda nga bar graph, then that's also fine. So, mas, NVIDIA, Intel. If you want a different format, different design, then you can also have one. Let's see how this want something that shows your so that's 2251 if you want to have something like that. And if you not like this one and you want to change the chart type, then you can also do that one. So let's say you can have, instead of, you want a pie chart instead, simply click OK. And this is now a pie chart. And if you want it in percentage, let's not have that one with, because this is highly, you know, highly confusing if there's a number and then there's a percentage. So you can look for something that does not have one of those. Hmm. Not operating. Like you can simply edit and the title. You just play around with that one if you want to change the percentage. Okay, then you simply remove value. So you can do that one. And then you can close this one if you don't need them anymore. You can simply remove this one and you can resize also. Okay, so that's your pie graph and your bar graph. And if you want to move between the two, just remember that a bar graph is used to compare to each other, and the bar graph is used to compare to the whole. So we can say more people, more companies use over-the-counter payments compared to cards. Okay, so that's against each other. And then you can say that 50% of all the total of all of our total OS uses Windows. So more than half of the total usage. And that's at the end for bar graph and pie chart. And then let's go on to the next video.